Look, me as a big Drake fan, I have his first three albums. Nothing Was the Same actually dropped on my birthday, September 24th. So I feel like there's like a big connection to that particular album. That's actually one of my favorite Drake albums of all time. I went to his show last year with him and 21 Savage. It was like one of the best concerts ever. That was the first time I've ever seen Drake live. I'm a big Drake fan. And I can confirm that Drake lost. That's all I can say. Drake lost this battle with Kendrick Lamar, and it is okay. It is okay. You can't win them all. And honestly, I appreciate this battle because, to be honest, male rap has been boring, especially in 2023. The only highlight to male rap last year was Gunna's album. You know, everybody that was calling him a snitch, everybody that was writing him off, they felt like Gunna was gonna flop, and he put out one of the best rap projects of 2023. Lil Baby, I'm not interested in anything else you have to say. Dirk, I'm not interested in anything else you have to say. Young Boy, stop dropping music, because who can listen to all of Young Boy's projects? That man drops like 5 albums in the span of 1 hour. Like, it's ridiculous. The Baby, good at freestyling. That man can rap, but he oversaturated the market. So at this point, nobody really cares about the Baby music. All these current rappers, y'all just made male rap boring. Like, it's a shame that Kendrick and Drake had to beef in order for us rap fans to get back excited about rap again. Like, this is a cultural defining moment in hip hop, and I'm absolutely here for it. So let's go ahead and break down this Kendrick versus Drake beef, and I'm going to explain why Drake, again, like I said, Drake fan. I mean, I'm wearing a Take Care shirt, you guys. Like, I'm a big Drake fan, but as a Drake fan, I can say that he lost to Kendrick Lamar, and we're gonna get into all of that. But first things first, let me play y'all this clip.
Someone yelled out Kendrick, and now he takes a competitive stance with a verse like Control. And then you said that, you know, he's not murdering you in any platform, but you know, that's where that rivalry, that's where people want to try to build. That's if you want to try to build a rivalry. Like, what's your take on that?
He is the underdog that's extremely hungry, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing really well. And that verse was, he's giving people like moments, you know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. But like, if I asked you, for example, like, how does that verse start?
No, do you remember?
Is Kendrick Lamar your biggest competition, like, in this generation or whatever? Yeah. And I think that Kendrick has like the utmost potential, man. Like, you know, I see Kendrick tomorrow, I'm gonna dap him. I didn't feel the way about that verse. I get it. Because I saw him 5 days later at the VMAs and it was all love. So it's like, he didn't come on there on some wild, like, yeah, I'm in New York, everybody don't look at me. It was one of those things, it's like, I almost wish he had come in there on that shit, because I kind of lost like a little respect for the sentiment of the verse. If it's really fuck everybody, then it needs to be fuck everybody. It just can't be halfway for the sake of the people. But you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, that's just how I feel.
Rewatching that one little clip, it just made me realize, like, wow, this beef has been brewing for years. And I didn't even pay that much attention to it. It started with that Control verse when Kendrick got on Big Sean's song and took shots at everybody, and nobody responded to him, which is absolutely crazy. Nobody took the opportunity to respond to Kendrick Lamar's Control verse. And, you know, Drake took the PR route and said what he said in that Elliott Wilson interview. It's just all very full circle. But I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's jump into the theme song, and then we're going to jump into the beef. All right, now first thing first, I want to know, where did all these Drake haters come from? And the reason why I said this is because in 2021, Drake dropped Certified Lover Boy. In 2022, Drake dropped Honestly Nevermind, and then he dropped Her Loss. 2 albums in 1 year. And then in 2023, last year, Drake dropped for all the dolls. So in the span of 3 years, Drake released 4 albums. And within those 3 years, everybody had the opportunity to go at Drake. If you felt some type of way about Drake, if you felt some type of way about his music, if you felt some type of way about Drake being at the #1 spot, why didn't y'all take the opportunity to go at Drake then? Why did everybody have to wait until Kendrick Lamar in order to drop diss tracks towards Drake? Like, I don't understand. Like, first off, Rick Ross, the majority of your best songs out of your discography are the songs with Drake. Ashton Martin music, Stay Scheming, Lemon Pepper Freestyle, Money in the Grave. Where did this beef come from with Drake? All of a sudden you got this animosity against him. Where did this come from? I don't really understand the details. I do not care to understand the details. Rick Ross, instead of you dropping diss tracks, how about you drop a screenshot of your gym membership? Because nobody cares. You need to focus on stop murdering camels. Kanye West, I need you to understand who your peers are. I don't know why you keep aligning yourself with Drake and Nicki Minaj and Big Sean. Like, these are not your peers. They are not from your era of music. So why do you keep trying to align yourself and be relevant in the conversation of a Drake, Kendrick, and Cole? This has nothing to do with you. Why are you even opening your mouth? These are not your peers. Your peers are Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, T.I., Ludacris, 50 Cent, Jeezy. Like, I can go on. Those are the rappers that you came up with. Those are the rappers that you have made music with. Those are the rappers that your albums went head to head with. Why are you in this Drake conversation? Kanye West, nobody gives a damn about what you got to say. As a matter of fact, Nurse, he's loose again. Now, Future and Metro Boomin. First off, shout out to Metro Boomin. I want you guys to check out this interview. I'm going to tag the link in the description box below. It's an interview with him and Brandon Jinx. They are on the Rap Caviar podcast. And that's actually like one of the best hip-hop interviews that I've ever watched. The Rap Caviar podcast is not going on any longer. I don't understand why, because I thoroughly enjoyed the show and I'm a big fan of Brandon Jinx. But I want you guys to watch the Metro Boomin interview because it was a very good sound interview and I've gained a lot of respect for Metro Boomin. But as pros to this beef, him and Future. Okay, so apparently there was supposed to be a What a Time to Be Alive Part 2, because What a Time to Be Alive, the first one was with Drake and Future, and that was like honestly one of the best projects ever. See, the main reason why I'm such a big Drake fan is because the prime of Drake, from Take Care all the way to Views, that happened when I was in college. So anytime Drake dropped some new music, it was the anthem, the soundtrack to my college years. And so was Kendrick and so was Cole. But Drake, he had the upper edge because he was getting played everywhere. Everybody with Drake. So that's why I'm such a big Drake fan. And like I said, What a Time to Be Alive, that was amazing. That came out in 2015. I was a junior in college when that came out. Yeah, Diamonds Dancing is my favorite song on that project. But apparently it was supposed to be a What a Time to Be Alive Part 2. They didn't do it. I'm assuming Metro Boomin was supposed to be the executive producer on the album, but Drake came out with Her Loss with 21 Savage. I'm pretty sure this was a behind the scenes fallout business deal because Future and Drake, they were quote unquote planning to do this album, and then he dropped that album with 21 Savage and they was looking like, well, what the is going on here? You're doing an album with 21, but what about an album with me? I don't know. You know, nobody's opening their mouth to confirm what their issues are with Drake. So it is what it is. But like I said, y'all had ample amount of time to go at Drake. Do not wait until Kendrick Lamar decides to send shots for everybody to jump on the bandwagon to be like, fuck Drake. And now let's get into the music. So here's the thing. People need to understand that the person that actually started all of this bullshit, it was J. Cole. And sidebar, J. Cole is my number one favorite rapper. I love J. Cole. He is, to me, the best out of the big three, you know, the Drake, the Cole, the Kendrick. To me, Drake is the hit maker. Kendrick, he has the best delivery on any track. Like, I love his delivery. I love his energy. I love his flow on the tracks. But to me, J. Cole has the best lyricism. And I'm not trying to say that Drake lyricism or Kendrick's lyricism is piss poor compared to J. Cole, but I prefer J. Cole's bars and his lyricism because he's just amazing. I have all of J. Cole's physical CDs from Cold World, Sideline Story, all the way to the off season. Like, I am a big supporter of J. Cole. And I was mute. When I say I was mute, when everybody was going at Cole, talking about why he dropped out the beef, he ain't part of the big three no more, he should never apologize. Listen, I didn't say anything. I couldn't even defend J. Cole because at the time I kind of agreed. I'm like, J. Cole, man, you can go at both these niggas. Like, what are you doing? Like, you don't quit a rap battle. Like, nah, you got on first person shooter and said, I'm the Muhammad Ali out of the big three. Like, what we talking about? What are we talking about, Cole? Like, you're the one that started this whole shebang and then you dropped out? No. So yes, I felt some type of way that J. Cole apologized, but time, because J. Cole made the right decision. Jesus God, the way these tracks, but yeah, J. Cole, you started all of this, boy, but it's okay, my boy, because I appreciate you and I can't wait till the fall off, because I cannot wait till the fall off so I can add it to my collection. Big J. Cole fan. He gets all my support, all my respect, all my love. I'm never gonna bash J. Cole. I don't give a J. Cole is still the king of rap. J. Cole is still a part of the big three. And if y'all can write J. Cole off all y'all want to, I don't care. Team Cole over here. But let's get back to Kendrick and Drake. Here's the deal. I made a chart. It's on a smart board. And I'm just going to do the tally system, you know. If I with this record, Kendrick gonna get a point. Or Drake is going to get a point. If there's something in the record that absolutely pissed me off, I'm not going to subtract any points, but I'm going to give a point to the other person. Like, if Kendrick says something where I'm just like, Kendrick, be for real. Are you serious? The point's going to go to Drake. If Drake says something and I absolutely disagree with it, like, Drake, come on, what are we doing? The point is going to go to Kendrick. These are my rules. This is my ranking system. This is my show. This is my channel. So this is how I am ranking the beef. Agree, disagree, don't give a fuck. Let's get into like that. So Metro and Future, they dropped a joint album together. And one of the tracks, Like That, Kendrick Lamar gave us a guest verse. And in the track, he responded to what J. Cole said on First Person Shooter. The infamous line says, nigga, fuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom! I told y'all, I love Kendrick Lamar's energy. Kendrick made that track have so much replay value. Future got on that song and pretty much wasted my time. They should have just gave the whole track to Kendrick Lamar because he got on that song and showed the out. The bars were there, the energy was there, the flow was there. Kendrick Lamar gets a point for Like That. And next up is Drake, and this song is called Push Ups, and this is him taking a shot at Kendrick Lamar being short because the cover track is actually, which is so petty. The cover track is like a foot scale that you will see in a shoe store like Foot Locker or Reebok, where they measure your foot to get the right shoe size. So Drake is absolutely petty for that. And Push Ups is the track where he is addressing everybody. Future, Metro, Kendrick, Rick Ross, Kanye, whomever. That's actually why he posted on his IG story that shot of Kill Bill where Uma Thurman is literally about to go against the Crazy 88 because it's like everybody against Drake. All right, so here's some notable lyrics that was said in the Push Up song. We have Pipsqueak pipe down, you ain't no big three, SZA got you piped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down, like your label, boy you in a scope right now. That was his response to Kendrick Lamar. Now Drake says this about Metro. I got more love in the city than where you from, nigga. Metro, shut your hoe ass up and make some drums, nigga. That was funny. All right, last but not least, Drake responds to Rick Ross. He says, I might take your latest girl and cover like Ricky. Can't believe he's jumping in. This nigga turning 50. Every song that made it on the charts was from Drizzy. Worry about whatever you got going on with you. And I forgot. I think he said one of his baby mama's names. You know, whatever rhymes with Drizzy. And I literally said this about Rick Ross a couple minutes ago. Majority of Rick Ross' most lit songs, a part of his discography, Drake is on it. So it's like, Rick Ross, shut up. Literally, you're just doing this for clout. And you busy calling Drake a white boy. I better not see you on another DJ Khaled album. If you don't want to work with Drake because he's white, don't work with DJ Khaled because he's white as well. Let's move on. So Drake, you get a point for push-ups. I love push-ups. And what I loved about this is because like people thought that Drake was gonna bitch out and not respond, but he responded to everybody. Let's get into Tailor-Made Freestyle. Now, first of all, see Drake, I'm a big fan, but when I say Tailor-Made Freestyle pissed me the fuck off, it literally pissed me the fuck off. First of all, why do you have an AI Tupac rapping on this song? Let this nigga rest in peace. Why did you decide to create an AI version of Tupac rapping on a diss song against Kendrick Lamar? Are you stupid? That makes absolutely no sense. Can we stop trying to normalize AI technology? This shit is weird. This shit is stupid. And I don't need any type of AI or robots taking over in the next 5 years. What are we doing? Drake, what are you doing? Why did you have an AI version of Tupac on your song? Point to Kendrick Lamar, because that was just absolutely stupid. Next up, Drake, why do you have an AI version of Snoop Dogg on your song? Snoop Dogg is not dead. If you wanted to do a collaboration with Snoop Dogg, all you had to do was reach out to him. But why are you using AI to recreate Snoop Dogg's voice? Do you not think that shit is weird? And last I checked, I don't even think that Snoop Dogg with Drake like that. So what are we doing here? Clearly, you know, I guess he chose Tupac and Snoop because they are like the Mount Rushmore heads of the West Coast. So he figured if I have a song with the both of them on the track against Kendrick Lamar, that's going to cause a lot of impact. Yes, Drake, it caused a lot of impact. And the impact was rooted in stupidity. What are you doing? What are you doing? An AI version of Tupac and an AI version of Snoop Dogg? What the f? So, because you got that AI version of Snoop Dogg, point for Kendrick Lamar. Again, let's get into the lyrics of what Drake said in this tailor-made freestyle. One of those bars, he said, you're supposed to be the boogeyman. Go do what you want unless this is a moment that you tell us that this is not really you. This bar, I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little. You're not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kind of removed. You trying to let the shit die. Nah. Not this time, nigga. You following through. That bar aged terribly. He was literally taunting Kendrick Lamar with that bar. And Drake, you got what you were asking for in that particular bar. You get an A for effort with that bar because it was real ballsy. And again, you called Kendrick Lamar to the mic and Kendrick Lamar crip walked to that goddamn mic. Like he ran skedaddled to that damn mic. All right, moving on to the next bar. What the fuck is taking so long? We're waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all getting it too. Soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose. Look, Dre talking this shit. on this song. He is. We moving on to another bar. He calls out Kendrick Lamar. He says, Dot, I know you in that New York apartment. You struggling right now. I know it. And a notepad doing lyrical gymnastics. All right. Now, this right here is where Kendrick Lamar is about to get another point from me with these next couple of bars. All right, this bar reads, the first one really only took me an hour or two. The next one is really about to bring the coward in you. But now we gotta wait a fucking week because Taylor Swift is in your new top, and if you about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. And then at the end of the song, this man says, shout out to Taylor Swift. She's the biggest gangster in the music game right now. Let me tell you something. The downfall of the black community is the constant rallying and the constant support of both Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift. Drake, why are you mentioning Taylor Swift at all in this rap feud? And then you have the audacity to big her up like she's just this big grand artist, like she's on the scale of like a Michael Jackson, the scale of like a Prince, the scale of like a Whitney Houston. What the are you doing, Drake? What are you doing? This is not the time to be bigging up Taylor Swift. Out of all the black women artists that you could have named, you want to name Taylor Swift and give her credit and give her praise? What the Drake? We're not about to be bigging up, dick riding, celebrating Taylor Swift. What the hell? So you pissed me off with the AI Tupac, you pissed me off with the AI Snoop Dogg, and then you pissed me off with the Taylor Swift shout out. And because you decided to do a mother Taylor Swift shout out, Kendrick Lamar gets another point. Oh, I hate Taylor Made Freestyle just for that. Like, I can only listen to that song one time. And if I ever listen to it again, I gotta fast forward through the AI Tupac, fast forward through the AI Snoop Dogg, try to listen to the bars, and as soon as he starts talking about Taylor Swift, I'm turning the song off. Like, what the Drake? Oh my God. Taylor Made Freestyle, he took an L on that. Kendrick is in the lead. Let's move on to Euphoria. All right, now Kendrick Lamar, he went off. He really went off on Euphoria. And Euphoria is actually not my favorite song from Kendrick out of this whole beef, and I'll explain why. But Euphoria, Euphoria was like a warning shot, honestly. People thought that like that was gonna be the warning shot, but Euphoria, that was like phase one. Let's get into the bars. Kendrick Lamar says, that pushing P, let me see you push a T. You better off spinning on him again. You think about pushing me. First of all, I'm glad that Kendrick mentioned Pusha T because I'm a big Drake fan. However, it pissed me off that Drake did not respond to Pusha T's diss track. And he got on that Rap Radar podcast with Elliot Wilson and made excuses out the ass.
When I was making the record, in response, which was a real record, I know people think it's like some myth, it was like on this Vinyls beat, and I just found myself saying things that like one seemed really out of character just because I was like deeply invested in the situation and getting very angry. And saying things that I don't know if in 2 years I'd want to hear myself say. I just realized that like nobody cares about this guy, so it's not really much I can say better than Drake Has a Baby. He won, and he's just made an entire career off of it, you know? And some people like his music. I personally don't, because I don't believe any of it.
Oh, in that interview, the tone that Drake was giving was pretty much saying like, well, Pusha T is not on my level. And yes, he quote unquote bodied me with the Story of Adonis diss track, but the only reason why they got traction is because he revealed to the world that I got a son, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, no, Drake. You got your ass handed to you. Like, Pusha T went in on you. And you started that beef because you threw shots at him. It's like, why are you throwing shots at Pusha T? That nigga is not the one. Pusha T went in on Drake. He really did. And then the album cover with Drake and the blackface, like, when I say that was like clear cut packaging, Pusha T did his big one. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Pusha T went in. But with that being said, Drake lost all of my respect for not responding to Pusha T and trying to take the high road. Like, what are you trying to say? And again, Drake is trying to put it out there that Pusha T is not on his level, so he didn't want to waste his time responding to Pusha. But here's the thing, Drake. Kendrick is on your level. Okay? Both of you guys have amazing discographies. Both of you guys have the album sales. Both of you guys have number ones. Both of you guys have the accolades. Both of you guys are well respected in the rap game. So you had to respond to Kendrick. You just had to, because you put it out there that Pusha T is not on your level. Well, now Kendrick Lamar is on your level. So you have no choice but to engage in this rap beef. I'm just saying. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar for mentioning Pusha T. I gain all my respects for that. Next bar. Them superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid. Now he's spiraling. That was a Jimmy shot. I feel you, Kendrick. Kendrick also says, I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Yikes. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Now, this is my favorite bar in Euphoria. When I see you standing next to Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. That's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar, for calling this out. I've called it out before on this channel with him and Nicki Minaj. I do not understand how the both of you, but we're talking about Drake. Drake, I do not understand how you receive cosigns from Lil Wayne, receive cosigns from Kanye West, receive cosigns from 50 Cent, receive cosigns from Jay-Z, receive cosigns from Nas. Received cosigns from legends in the rap game, okay? Everybody I name is literally a legitimate legend. And you took your legendary cosign and decide to give it to Sexy Red, who cannot meet you lyrically, who cannot go bar for bar with you, who is literally a garbage ass rapper. She's not even an artist. She's just a viral internet fad. And you're just collabing with her, you hanging out with her, you giving her the cosign, like you hyping her and promoting her. What are you doing, Drake? What the are you doing? Thank you, Kendrick, for calling this out. So I absolutely love Euphoria. Kendrick Lamar went off. And with that being said, Kendrick gets another point for me. And that song is Family Matters. And I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but Family Matters, the beat of Family Matters is literally at the end of Pusha, like literally at the very end. It's like the last 20 to 30 seconds of push-ups. If you go back and listen to the end of push-ups, that is how Family Matters start. So he's pretty much, to me, saying like, if you're ready for the next beef, this is the next beat that I'm using to go at you. And Drake dropped Family Matters. Let's get into the bars. All right, so one of the bars, he says, they hired a crisis management team to help you clean up the fact that you beat your queen. So Drake is alluding to the fact that Kendrick Lamar is a wife beater. Interesting. When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she's bigger than you? Stop trying to piece together what I know and go pick up the pieces of your broken home. K-Dot shit is only hitting hard when Baby King puts his pen to it. Yeah, Family Matters. Just let it be known, Drake ain't no bitch. I'm just saying, like, he put out a lot of allegations out there. I love the fact that he called it Family Matters because he took a shot at Kendrick Lamar's wife. He took a shot at Baby Keem, who I think is Kendrick Lamar's cousin. And again, it's just a family affair. And hey, look, there are no rules in hip hop, okay? We don't know if Kendrick Lamar actually does abuse his woman, but Drake decided to go there, so the gloves are off. So for that being said, Drake gets a point. I like Family Matters. Then Kendrick, Lord, this is when it took a turn, like legit. Kendrick shot back with Meet the Grahams. Okay. Just the way he started off this track, the beginning of the song is literally Dear Adonis. Like, he is addressing Drake's son. Then he addresses Drake's mother. Then he addresses Drake's father. Then he addresses Drake's unborn daughter. Apparently, allegedly, Drake has a daughter that we don't know about. I was just like, what the fuck? And then he addresses Drake. And this diss track, this did it for me. Okay, Euphoria was cool, but Meet the Grahams, that literally took it there. Like, it got disrespectful, and that is the type of shit that I look for in diss tracks. Like, I want y'all to hit below the belt. This is the culture of rap. Get it where you fit in, no rules, just go in. And that's exactly what Kendrick Lamar did. Let's check out these standout bars. Hey, Kendrick says, Dear Aubrey, this was supposed to be a good exhibition game. You fucked up the moment you mentioned my family's name. All right, now this is where Kendrick is addressing Drake's mother. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in the cell for the rest of their lives. Woo! All right. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. We gotta raise our daughters knowing that they're predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle. He should die. And soon all these women can live with a purpose. Kendrick took it there. Kendrick absolutely took it there. Kendrick gets a point for Meet the Grahams. Honestly, I should give him 2 points, but he gets a point for Meet the Grahams because that was heavy. That was literally absolutely heavy, but it ain't done. It is not done. Before Drake had an opportunity to respond, Kendrick Lamar teamed up with Mustard, DJ Mustard, and we received another diss track. This is the real back-to-back. Kendrick Lamar released Not Like Us. And when I tell y'all that this song is a banger, this song is a banger. Like, damn. Like, this is gonna go up at parties, at functions.
Step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Kendrick Lamar says, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. To any bitch that talks to him or they in love, make sure you hide your little sister from him. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. You're not a colleague, you're a colonizer. Certified lover boy, more like certified. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor? That bar was like extremely disrespectful. When I first heard it, you had to be on Twitter when you was listening to the track because everybody's first reactions to hearing that particular bar was like, whoa. Damn, Kendrick. Damn. And then the kicker, the beautiful finale to Not Like Us. Let me hear you say, OV-ho. Say, OV-ho. Now step this way, now step this way, step this way. Just the fact that Kendrick Lamar delivered Meet the Grahams and he delivered Not Like Us in the span of like, I think it was like, what, 24, 48 hours? Like, Drake didn't even have an opportunity to respond to Meet the Grahams before he dropped Not Like Us. Kendrick gets a point. Kendrick wins the rap battle. You know, like, it's a rap. Like, Kendrick Lamar went at him systematically, disrespectfully, and with Not Like Us, dancily. This was terror. He even started off Not Like Us. Y'all ready to see another dead body? What the hell? But salute to Drake, because Drake ain't no bitch. He responds to Not Like Us, and he responds to Meet the Gram. Drake drops The Heart Part 6, and it's a play on Kendrick Lamar's single on Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, The Heart Part 5. It's not a bad diss track. Let's get into the bars. Let's get into the bars. So one of the bars, Drake says, "You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finesse you into telestorying that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one trying to cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I can dance to if it wasn't tripling down on some other bullshit." I'm assuming what this bar is trying to say, like, I told you some shit in confidence and you decided to take that and put it into a diss track. That's what I got from that. Interesting. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor, and when I say I'll hit you back, it's a lot safer, I promise. Whitney is Kendrick Lamar's wife. Another abuse allegations. "I've never been with no underage, but now I understand why this is the angle you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected, and if I'm young girls, I promise I have been arrested." Drake is not looking too good for you. Here's the thing. So I was on Twitter. I don't take what's being said in these rap beats as actual tea, as like actual things that are happening. I just consider them to be jabs. You know, they're just taking jabs at each other. Some may be truth, some may be false. A lot of times when people are spitting raps, they are exaggerating the truth. So I'm not thinking that anything that's being said in these tracks have any type of validity to it. But then I logged on Twitter and I saw a thread of Drake allegedly messing with all of these girls that are underage. There's video footage, there's interviews, there's pictures, there's Instagram interactions, and I don't know what else to say. If it's true, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I mean, I keep telling y'all, the music industry is a sick ass industry. Everybody was so, oh my God, about Diddy. And it's just like, Diddy ain't the only one with skeletons in his closet. Like, be so for real. Y'all cannot be this gullible. Y'all cannot be this delusional about the people, the rappers, particularly the music moguls in this industry and all the bullshit, the nasty bullshit they do behind the scenes. So, eye opener. Drake, I hope this isn't true, but the optics, they are not in your favor, my boy. They are not. Kendrick is on your ass. Let's get back to your response. As the epicene angle was, I expected TikTok videos, you collected and dissected. Instead of being on this direct shit, you rather grab your pen and misdirect it. Basically, Kendrick Lamar, he's saying that Kendrick Lamar got his information from influencers off of TikTok. Okay. The next bar, master manipulator, you a bit on speculation. You dumb and reactive nigga. I'm petty with the dedication. We thought about giving you a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with the investigation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. Again, Drake gets my respect for responding. Let's just say that. Drake ain't no bitch. He is considered to be the big three, considered to be one of the kings of rap. And look, he could have easily just took the L with the 2 back-to-back diss tracks that Kendrick Lamar dropped in the 24 hours. But he didn't. He dropped this song. Now, this song wasn't that great. It wasn't that impactful, but he defended himself. I'm gonna have to give the point to Kendrick. I'm sorry, Kendrick Lamar won this. It's nothing else that needs to be said. I don't think Kendrick needs to respond to the Heart Part 5. I'm sorry, the Heart Part 6. It's pretty much a wrap. This was a very interesting beef. If it does continue, I wouldn't care. Like, I wouldn't mind it continuing, because here's the thing. This is how I know that both Kendrick and Drake, and I'm gonna throw J. Cole in there, all three of y'all are full of shit, because y'all hide behind the mantra of quality over quantity, and y'all use that as an excuse to take 4-year breaks in between albums. But the way these diss tracks are being cranked out back to back to back, and the music is of quality, the beats, the production, the flow, the bars, y'all are cranking out these diss tracks like nothing. So that's how I know y'all be bullshitting with y'all albums. Y'all just don't even want to get in the studio and make another album because y'all niggas are lazy. The way y'all crank out these diss tracks tells me that y'all got the work ethic to give us more studio albums. I'm just saying. But yeah. Drake fans, if y'all want to kick me out the club, kick me out, because Kendrick Lamar won this. Again, I don't think Kendrick needs to respond to anything else, but this was very satisfactory for hip hop culture and rap culture. Yeah, shout out to Kendrick. Well, hold on, let me take that back. Shout out to J. Cole, because J. Cole, you're the one that kicked off this whole situation with your first person shooter verse. But yes, rap culture is back, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So who do y'all think won? I'm gonna tell you who won. Kendrick Lamar won. There's no beating behind the bush. Kendrick Lamar, I'm not gonna say he smoked Drake, but he definitely grilled Drake. Grill, smoke, synonyms, you get my drift. But Drake put up a good fight. Family Matters was good. Tailor-Made Freestyle pissed me off, but Push-Ups was good as well. But Kendrick, he got disrespectful. He really got disrespectful, and that's what you're supposed to do in diss tracks. So Kendrick decided to take it there, and he took it there. I'm a real big fan of the Meet the Grams record. I love that record better than Euphoria. Like, Euphoria was like Kendrick voicing his frustrations, but Meet the Grams, that was like Kendrick really hitting below the belt, gut punching out of Drake. And then Just Like Us, I mean, that's the summer 2024 anthem right there. Like, that is a club banger. But yeah, y'all, we'll see how this rap beef ends.
Like, I have a lot of respect for, the other two guys that I'm constantly, up against, which is like Cole and Kendrick.
Three-headed monster.
Yeah. So I have a lot of respect for those guys, because they also continue to, stay true to what we started with. I think for all three of us, it is the time to see who can transcend the generations, much like Jay did, or much like Wayne did after the Hot Boys days, going into like Show Me What You Got freestyle, when he just completely switched up and was like, oh, so
absolutely.
I think that year is coming up for all three of us, where it's time to see, are we capable of, another 5-year run.
I appreciate you guys for making it all the way to the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The links are in the description box below. And I will see you on the next episode.